If you are over 60, you probably already know the drill. You put down the salt shaker, you avoid the potato chips. You are doing everything right to protect your heart. But there is a healthy green vegetable sitting in your fridge right now that likely has more salt than an entire bag of chips. Doctors see seniors spike their blood pressure overnight, and often this specific vegetable is the hidden culprit. It's deceptive because it looks healthy. It's green, it's a vegetable, but inside your body, it acts like a sodium bomb. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you what it is, I'm going to explain exactly why your kidneys struggle with this specific food after age 60. I'm going to teach you the restaurant rule that saves your heart when eating out, and I'm going to give you a secret recipe for a salt-free seasoning that tastes just like the real thing. So what is this hidden villain? It is the pickle. Now, stay with me. You might be thinking, come on, it's just a cucumber. Cucumbers are healthy. And you are absolutely right. A fresh cucumber is fantastic. It's hydrating, it's crunchy, and it has only about 2 milligrams of sodium. Zero risk. But the moment that cucumber is soaked in brine to become a pickle, that sodium number jumps from 2 milligrams to over 800 milligrams. Think about that math. That is a 40,000% increase in sodium. Just one medium dill pickle has nearly half of your daily sodium limit. If you have 2 with your lunch sandwich, you have maxed out for the entire day before you've even thought about dinner. And here's the scary part. You don't feel the saltiness the same way you do with chips. The vinegar masks the salt taste, so you keep eating without realizing the damage. Now, before we talk about what to eat instead, I need to address a dangerous myth that many seniors believe: the myth of healthy salt. Many people think, I switched to pink Himalayan salt or sea salt, so I'm safe. I need you to hear this clearly. Salt is salt. Whether it comes from a pink rock, the ocean, or a white table shaker, it is all sodium chloride. Your kidneys do not care if the salt is gourmet. They react exactly the same way. The only difference is the price tag. So do not be fooled by fancy labels. Your blood pressure cuff cannot tell the difference. Now, I want to talk to you about why this matters specifically for us over 60. Because 20 years ago, you could probably eat a pickle and a ham sandwich and be fine. Your kidneys are like a filter. When we're young, they are efficient. They see excess salt and flush it out immediately. But as we age, that filtration system naturally slows down. It's a normal part of aging, just like our eyesight changing. When you flood an older kidney with 800 milligrams of salt in 2 minutes, it gets overwhelmed, it panics, it holds on to water to try to dilute that salt. This extra fluid volume increases the pressure in your blood vessels. Imagine a garden hose turned on full blast. That is your arteries on pickles. This stiffness is what leads to the silent spikes that worry your doctor. But the pickle is not the only villain. It has accomplices. The American Heart Association calls these the salty 6, and they're hiding in your pantry right now. Number 1 is bread. One slice doesn't taste salty, but it can have 200 milligrams. 2 slices of toast in a sandwich at lunch, that adds up to over 1,000 milligrams just from bread. Number 2 is canned soup. One can of healthy vegetable soup often has 1,000 milligrams of sodium. That's half your daily allowance in one bowl. Number 3 is deli meats. Turkey breast sounds healthy, but it's preserved with, you guessed it, sodium. 3 slices of turkey can have more salt than a bag of pretzels. Number 4 is cottage cheese. This one shocks people. It's a great source of protein, but 1 cup can have 700 milligrams of sodium. If you eat this for breakfast, you're starting your day with a salt spike. But wait, there is one more trap: eating at restaurants. You might be careful at home, but the moment you walk into a restaurant, you're in a minefield. Chefs love salt because it's cheap flavor. Here's my restaurant survival guide. First, beware the sauce on top. Whether it's gravy, steak sauce, or salad dressing, these are liquid salt. Always ask for sauces on the side. Dip your fork in the sauce, then pick up the food.
You get the flavor, but you eat 90% less sodium. Second, skip the soup of the day. Restaurant soups are almost always pre-made with massive amounts of sodium to keep them stable in the warmer. Third, watch out for the bread basket. That warm bread is delicious, but it's often brushed with salted butter. If you eat 2 rolls while waiting for your meal, you've already spiked your pressure. Now, how do you avoid these traps at the grocery store? You need to become a label detective. I want to teach you the 5 and 20 rule. This is the secret weapon used by nutritionists. The next time you're in the store, turn the package over. Ignore the fancy claims on the front. Look at the percent daily value next to sodium. If that number is 5% or less, it is a low sodium food. It's safe. If that number is 20% or higher, it is a high sodium food. Put it back on the shelf. It's that simple. 5 is good, 20 is bad. Use this rule and you will never be tricked by healthy marketing again. Now, how do you know if you're retaining water right now? You don't need a blood test. You can do a simple self-check at home. Sign number 1 is the ring test. Look at your fingers. Is your wedding ring tighter than usual? Can you slide it off easily, or is it stuck? If it's stuck, your body is holding on to water to dilute salt. Sign number 2 is the sock line. Look at your ankles. When you take off your socks in the evening, is there a deep indentation left on your skin? That pitting edema is a classic sign of fluid retention. Sign number 3 is the morning puffy face. If you wake up and your eyes look swollen or puffy, it's often because of what you ate for dinner the night before. Salt stays in your system overnight. Okay, enough bad news. Let's talk about the solution. You want that crunch and flavor, but you don't want the stroke risk. Here's your battle plan. First, the pickle swap. Instead of pickles, slice a fresh cucumber and dip it in apple cider vinegar. You get the sour tang, the crunch, and the gut health benefits, but with 0 sodium. Second, make your own fake salt. If you miss the shaker, mix this up in a jar. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and the secret ingredient, lemon zest. Sprinkle this on your eggs or veggies. The acidity of the lemon tricks your tongue into thinking it's tasting salt, but it's completely heart-healthy. Finally, if you do accidentally eat too much salt, you need to balance it out. Potassium is the enemy of sodium. It helps your kidneys flush salt out of the body. Add a banana, a baked potato, or some cooked spinach to your next meal. Think of it as the antidote to the salt. Now, before I let you go, I have to answer one question I get asked all the time. People ask me, "Doctor, if I buy the canned beans or the pickles, can I just rinse them in the sink to wash the salt off?" The answer is yes and no. Rinsing canned beans does help. It can remove about 40% of the sodium. That's a good start. However, you cannot rinse a pickle or deli meat. Why? Because the salt isn't just sitting on the surface. It's been soaked into the cells of the vegetable for weeks. It's marinated deep inside. Washing a pickle just makes it wet. It stays salty. So for pickles and meats, rinsing doesn't work. You have to swap them out completely. Protecting your heart doesn't mean your food has to be boring. It just means being smarter than the food manufacturers. Now, fixing your diet is step 1, but there's another liquid you drink every day that might be harming you if you do it wrong. Most seniors are making a critical hydration mistake without realizing it. Click this video right here to learn the water mistake you need to avoid. It's a small change that makes a big difference. I'll see you over there.